Hi, Julia. How are you?
Hey, David. Yeah, I'm doing okay, I guess. Well, maybe not so good. Really wish we could have Christmas like usual this year. Well,
What's the matter, Julia?
I had the strangest dream last night. Do you want to hear about it, David?
Well, I'm not sure I do, but do I have any choice?
Well, not really. So here goes. There were these winged creatures, and they were speaking in a strange accent. I couldn't understand a word they were saying.
That's not really surprising for you, Julia, is it? You can hardly understand half of what I say.
They were saying something about peace on earth.
Well, maybe you're thinking about that climate change march you went on last week.
No, I don't think so. This is what happened. There was this wee girl, Mary, and she had this really strange experience. An angel appeared to her.
Dinna fash yourself, Quine. I'm an angel sent for God with good news for you.
You frightened the life out of me. I mean, it's not every day you see an angel, for goodness sake. My heart's racing. Wait, did you say God has a message for me?
Aye?
Well,
You're pregnant, Quine.
what? How? I can't be pregnant. Is this how you tell everyone that they're going to have a baby? Because I'm sure someone would have mentioned that.
Nah, Mary. God thinks you're a special, and the bairn you're wee is going to be guy special and He's God's son, and he's the een that's going to save abody fae their sins. God's trusting yourself to raise his bairn.
But I have no idea what to do.
God thinks you'll do well.
He does? Well, I'll do my very best then.
What could it mean? Do you want to hear more, David? I think it might have something to do with Christmas. But Santa wasn't in it. However, there were some funny guys all dressed up in some strange costumes.
I'm guessing I have no choice here.
What a pal. Here goes.
We three kings of Orient are
Bearing gifts, we come from far.
Following yonder star.
star of wonder.
Star of night
Star with royal beauty bright.
guided us to the sweet baby Jesus and his beautiful light.
Hey, did you remember the gold?
Where's the frankincense?
What is myrrh for anyway?
The three visitors were important wise guys who took a long trip and made a better delivery than Amazon, bringing gifts to the child Jesus and to his family. They knew, even though Jesus seemed quite poor, he was bound to make a difference in the world. This little one was God in the flesh, Emmanuel, Jesus, the one who saves.
Cut. Let's try this again.
And that's when I woke up.
That is a bit strange. What did you eat before you went to sleep? Was it too many cheese and onion crisps again?
Now, you think you're so funny. I'm serious. I want to figure this out.
Hey, here comes Peter. Maybe he can help us out.
Oh, hi, sorry I'm late. I had to wrap up a few last-minute gifts and start getting ready for the big day. Aren't you getting ready for Christmas? No, I know it's a different kind of Christmas this year, but it's still going to be great. I love this time of year. So, what's up with you guys?
Well, we've been talking about a dream, and I'm trying to figure out what it means.
That reminds me of the Bible. Do you know Joseph had a dream?
Joseph? Joseph who? Joseph in the coat of many colours?
No, this was Joseph who married Mary and became Jesus' earthly father.
Wait a minute, I'm getting lost. Why are you bringing up Jesus again? And who is Mary?
Okay. Let me tell you the story. Mary was engaged to a man called Joseph. And as you can imagine, Joseph was not too pleased to hear that Mary was pregnant, but God sent an angel to him in a dream.
Ah!
Jinx, nae again. Sorry, I didn't ken you'd be feared. I'm an angel sent from God with good news for you.
I must be dreaming.
You're dreaming, you dafty, but I still hae news for you.
What news?
Mary's with child.
Yes, I heard.
Dinna getting a strop. The bairn she's wi is God's loon, and it's God who's doing this. This loon will grow up to tell everybody about God's love and save the whole world. God's trusting you to raise his bairn.
Wow.
Wait a minute, that's crazy. God spoke to him in a dream? Who would be that crazy to think that their dreams have meaning?
I can't even imagine. Well, maybe someone who was in the Nativity play years ago and yet can't even remember the main characters.
Well, I guess my dream does remind me a little bit of the Christmas Nativity that I remember that church on the corner all those years ago when we were little. Maybe there is something a little familiar that it went something like that, but Mary and Joseph, yeah, I think they were in the story. Joseph and Mary were married
Oh, yeah.
Yay, party!
and settled down to life together.
Aww.
And all was going well until Caesar Augustus, the Roman emperor, decided to count all the people in his empire to see how many people he ruled over. Everyone had to go back to their town where they were born to be counted. Joseph and Mary had to go to Bethlehem, where Joseph was born. Mary was due to give birth to the baby any day. They had traveled all the way to Bethlehem, and when they got there, Mary said,
I think the baby's coming.
Joseph frantically tried to find a place for them to stay, but everywhere was packed. Everyone had returned to Bethlehem for the census. At last, they found one guest house where the owner said,
Here, I've not got a room for you, mate, but there is a barn round the back of the house where we keep the animals, so you can use that. It's not much, but at least it's warm and you've got some fresh straw. I'm going to just go and check it out. Yous are definitely going to have a great night, so yous are.
Joseph and Mary were not very happy about it, but they had no choice. So they went into the barn, and that's where Mary's baby was born. And they called him Jesus. They didn't have anywhere to put the baby, no cot or anything like that. So they cleaned out an old feeding trough and filled it with fresh straw and covered it in blankets, and that's where they laid the baby. I remember there was these other folks, and they were kind of rough-looking people. Not so sure I would have liked to meet them on a dark night.
Please tell me more.
On the hills nearby, there were shepherds. They stayed out at night to look after the sheep and kept them safe from wild animals. They had settled down for the night when an angel appeared to them.
Oh, for honest sake, have you not seen an angel afore?
No.
Well, I've come down from heaven with a grand message for you. Great news, wonderful news, you can. Down in that place, Bethlehem, a wee bairn's just been born. Why do you not go and see for yourself? You'll find the family in a byre and a bairn in a manger.
Well, that doesn't sound too wonderful.
Born in the barn, you say?
Baby in the manger.
Honestly, what's this world coming to?
Had your wish. This bairn is God's loon, and he's come to save everybody for their sins and show them that God loves them.
And suddenly, the whole sky was full of angels, all of them singing praises to God.
Man, let's go and see this for ourselves.
So the shepherds hurried off to Bethlehem, and sure enough, they found everything just like the angels had told them. The shepherds were so excited, they couldn't keep the news to themselves. They told everyone they could find what had happened.
Julia, you've got it. That story is what Christmas is all about.
I really miss doing those nativity stories. And this year we won't be able to go to church to see it either.
Well, we are having a nativity over Zoom this year, and it's going to be lots of fun.
Really? What would it be like? I mean, maybe it'd be worth logging on. Can't be any stranger than these dreams we've had.
You've got that right, Julia. You really need to stop eating pizza before bed.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Well, we might need some help with the nativity over Zoom. Can I count on you two to come and watch it? I'm not sure how many will show up, and it's such an important story.
Of course.
Of course, yeah.
Great. Well, we'll see you on Zoom. I'll send you the link.
Later that same evening.
Jesus is God come down to earth. How amazing that God loves us that much that he wanted to be friends with us and was even born among all the animals in poverty. The greatest king of all. Jesus has come to set us free, to give us hope. And even though this Christmas we may feel sad because we can't do all the fun things that we usually do, how wonderful that we can know that the real meaning of Christmas can still be celebrated. We can sing happy birthday to Jesus and celebrate his birth with our family at home, with our friends, just like we're doing now. I think it's time for a song. What do you think, guys?